good day, beautiful people. Good day. Get your coffee, your tea, your water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me. Because guess what? If you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful. So the universe will open up and pour out more blessings, then you have room enough to receive. So good day, beautiful people. As we continue on throughout this week, it's Thursday. Um, so, as I wait for people to usher on in a little bit, this morning a little different for me. Um, it's been 3 years today that my granny been gone, and I woke up thinking about her. Not gonna be a sad video or anything, but I definitely woke up thinking about her. So, this one for her this morning, you guys. Um, let's get it. Good day, Alex. Good day, beautiful.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
Good day, Razia. Good day, beautiful. I didn't see you.
It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing
Good day,
stories.
Crazy Rock
Something
Granny.
about
Good
that
day,
glory
beautiful.
just always seemed to bore me. Cause only those I really love will never really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. Before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure. Cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was written about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our
It
songs
is.
have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life, and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once.
Crazy
I
Rock
hope my
Granny.
children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold? Or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold? Or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old.
Hey.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
Yes, sweetheart.
Once I was 7 years old.
The part where he says, I made somebody really happy when I wrote a letter once. Crazy World Granny. You made me so happy. Just the letter alone, the words. So thank you so much. Good day, everybody. Good day. I didn't want to start it off with, but again, I'm giving homage. My granny, it's been 3 years today, but that's on point for her today. So great day, Michelle. Great day, beautiful. Great day. I got our affirmations for today, as well as it's Thursday, so we get a crazy, sexy love note, and then I'm gonna get us a divine feminine because guess what? I'm feeling that granny thing today. I told you. So let's get it. The first affirmation says, when it comes to relationships, you're not a salesperson. If they don't want your love, stop trying to convince them to take it. I'm going to take this right here. It says, when it comes to relationships, you're not a salesperson. If they don't want your love, stop trying to convince them to take it. And I know everybody sit here and they say, oh, well, yeah, I'm not convincing nobody to love me. I'm going to sit here and be honest. I have tried to make somebody or convince somebody to love me in the manner in which I need to be loved. So, not saying that they probably didn't love me, they loved me in their capacity in which they knew, but I tried to change things. I tried to make them love me in which the capacity I needed to be loved, and that didn't work out. So, when it comes to relationships, you're not a salesperson. You can't make people love you the way you need to be loved and the way you see love being. You can't do that. You can't convince them to be your everything. So, stop trying. The next affirmation says, I know that there is plenty for everyone, including me. Good day, Miss Kate. Good day, beautiful. I know that there is plenty for everyone, including me. So our goals, our dreams, our magic, our stuff don't depend on nobody else. There's enough out here for everybody. And the funny thing is that I told you I'm real transparent with y'all, so I'm going to say it out loud anyways because it popped in my head. That's what I told. I sold drugs when I was younger, you guys. And yeah, maybe Alex know that part of me. I don't know if anybody else, but I sold drugs. And I got into it with a young man selling drugs, you guys. And the funny thing was is that this was exactly what I told him, you guys. I said, it's enough crackheads out here for everybody. It's enough drugs out here for everybody. Like, why are we beat out about a corner, about selling drugs? I didn't even understand back then. Like, are you out of your mind? I'm really transparent with you guys. So if you just tuning in, this is me. And that's what it is. I give positive affirmations. The card of the day. But I am me. That is it. And so that's what happened. I was like, and as I read it and it popped in my head, they said, yep, tell the story. Because that's what I said. I said that it's enough out here for everybody. So even when I was doing wrong, you guys, even when I was out in them streets doing stuff like that, I knew that it was enough out there for everybody. It's enough out here for everybody. I don't have to hurt anybody. I don't have to do anything. It's enough money out here for everybody. It's enough of whatever you want out here for everybody. I'm just saying, you guys, that was my outtake even before I had this so-called whatever y'all say spiritual awakening or whatever it is. I don't know what to call it. I call it just getting older and a little bit wiser because I don't know everything. It's not as if I sit up here like I'm I know, right? For real. That's what I felt like, Alex. Exactly. I felt just like that. It's enough street corners and crackheads to go around. So we can all make money. Why we got to be fighting? I don't want to fight with nobody. For real. I want to get my money and go. And I wasn't even trying to be a salesperson. The funny thing is that, hey, either you want what I got or you don't. I'm not trying to sell you on it or nothing like that. It was real wild. I told you I ain't always been this person right here that y'all see. And I know everybody else got lives too. I just happen to get to talk about mine out loud sometimes. I know, right? Look, Alexi, don't tell on yourself, girl. Don't tell on yourself. She said they like, oh, you new here. It says, listen. This is our crazy, sexy love note for today. Listen. It says, you are talking more than you are listening. Do you finish people's sentences for them? Shh. Try connecting or connection. True connection. I'm sorry. Go back. True connection is about how we make people feel and whether or not we're being open and present. Life is communicating with you, dear one. An important message is trying to get through. Let go of your fear of not being heard. You'll get your chance. For now, just listen. And the funny thing is that I say this to you guys all the time about us not being heard or not feeling like we are appreciated or whatever the case may be, but it's not always our turn to talk either. Sometimes we got to do the listening. A lot more times than often, we have to do the listening because guess what? You pick up so much wisdom and knowledge, and sometimes just listening. Sometimes you can pick up emotions and feelings and vibes off of just listening. So sometimes you need to shh and just listen. And I'm taking that because I told you I'm my biggest critic. I say it out loud sometimes. I'll be like, Teresa, shut the fuck up. Because sometimes I need to shh and just listen. Because it's a message and something that somebody else is saying. It's something I need to hear. And I'm too busy running my mouth and talking over you. I can't even hear what you're saying. Shh. And just listen. Because somebody else got something to say. Maybe the universe is trying to tell you something, but you can't hear because you're too busy. And so sometimes we got to get a little quiet. I know we like to sound our own voice. I told you it was so funny. I didn't know how I sounded until I recorded my voice and I played it back one day and I laughed because I sound just like my auntie. And I chuckled to myself and I was like, wow. Because I had never listened to me. But I take time now to do listening before I jump in to conversations. I listen. Because sometimes people don't want our feedback. They want you to listen. They want you to be a listening ear. They want you to be that kind person that, hey, listen, just listen to me. Because they just feel like they need to be heard. They may not even need a problem solved. I just need to be heard. I just need to get, you ever said this to your friend when you're talking? I just need to get this off my chest. And it's not particularly pertaining to anything, but you so upset about it, you just need to get it off your chest. And sometimes, like I said, being friends, being the people that we are, and having the people around us that we do, sometimes we just need to listen. And that's funny because I had a whole lot of episodes of that yesterday where people called and they thought that they wanted help with what they had going on. But in all actuality, what they really wanted me to do was listen. They didn't want help. They already knew exactly what they were going to do. They knew exactly what road they was finna travel down. They just needed somebody to listen so that they could say it out loud so that they could practice their plan. They just needed somebody to listen. I'm learning, you guys. I told you. Tomorrow, just in case I missed it, tomorrow's Angel Answers. I know it's probably a couple of new people on here on Fridays. Um, we do something just a little different. I get a card of the day like I'm doing today, but I do readings on Fridays. But you have to be here. You have to come in. And so that I could put your name on the list because at a certain time I cut it off because I don't be on here all day. Yeah. Okay. So that's with the creating boundaries over bullshit, Alex. Right there. That's that boundary line. Right there. I got you. That's the boundary. I have no problem with listening, but I will not listen to the same thing. They're ranting over and over again about the same thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the stuff that they talked about yesterday was new things that they talked about. And guess what? Everybody solved their problem at the end of the day, and I hadn't said a word. That's what I'm talking about right there. Everybody had solved their problem, and I hadn't said a word. I hadn't done anything. They just needed me to listen. They just wanted to listen in ear somebody that they thought that maybe would agree with what they had going on. But the thing is that I never agreed or disagreed because it's not my life, you guys. I'm learning to keep my opinion to myself unless somebody asks for it. So they didn't want my opinion. They wanted to talk they plan out loud, and I just was a listening ear. That's all. And I'm just grateful for that. Mm. Now, I think maybe only Michelle and Alex gonna get this because as soon as I flip this card over, it says your moja. I Yama. You guys. That is as soon as I flipped the card over, I looked and I was like, Yama? And it doesn't say that. It say you moja. But I thought about her immediately when I looked at this card. And look at her. Alex. Huh, that's something. It says the goddess of all that flows, you guys. Oh, do I got hair falling on my face? I'm sorry. Something just fell down my glasses. It says the goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy and I give birth to what exists within me. Let's get it this morning. It's a weird name. Yeah. Emoja. Hmm. It says Emoja creates a flow where before there was a block or a stagnation in our life force. It says when we feel uninspired or stuck in life or in a creative endeavor, from having a child to writing a book, Umoja is the female essence that sets our energy back in motion. I like that. It says, as a mermaid, she exists both in the world and also in the unseen depths. She can help us dive deep into our unconscious or into the collective unconscious and retrieve the hidden secrets or the wise pearls that we need to integrate now for our life to flow again. So back when I they said even from having a baby, we don't even understand that sometimes we get stuck in mommy mode. Now I'm a whole grandma. I'm not a mommy anymore. We get stuck in mommy mode. I know, absolutely. And so they said that, hey, at some point, you got to get out of mommy mode. You just then birthed a baby and all of those things. And you got to get out of mommy mode and let them kids be adults. So you got some changes to do. And they start here though. So I'm going to keep going. It says, as the queen of the ocean, she baptizes us to start over, to begin again, right now, to let everything become brand new. She encourages us to use water as a ritual to send out our offerings to her, to bless our bodies in a warm bath, or to walk along a body of water and allow it perspective its perspective to give us the answer or blessing that we seek. Absolutely. So it says that, hey, listen, I know y'all caught that. Go give her some prayers by some water. Um, go sit in the tub. Go touch some water and they say get a different perspective. Did you hear that? Get a different perspective from the water. And I know y'all like, yeah, what, Teresa? What you talking about? Because you know what? As you walk along that water, as you sit in that tub and you meditate or you think about whatever issue or problem you got going on, guess what? Water is energy too. It will give you a different perspective, even helping you to relax your mind. Look at there. So it says your mojo wants to cleanse us of the thoughts that are holding us back. Why do children calm down after a bath? Why do we feel healed and more centered after a nice long soak? Water is the element that holds us in the womb. The return to our first and most primal element, the loss of gravity, the freedom of buoyancy. This allows us to release feelings or thoughts of being trapped or stuck. Did you hear that? They said going to sip out some water or soaking in some water, it helps you to release the thought of being trapped because your body feels free. Sometimes we got to psych our own self out. So your body feel a little free. So you as you float in the water, as the water calms you. It says Yamaja reminds you to use your tail. You are not of this earth. You are of the sea. It says, what do I need to bring from out of the depths into the material world? I am an ocean of creative energy and I give birth to what exists within me. So we don't give water enough credit. You can speak to your water before in the morning. We don't give water enough credit, even though we know they done told us that we made up of a high percentage of water. We don't give water enough credit. We don't give it enough respect that it has enough energy to calm you, to change you, to nourish you, to give you the stuff that you need, to fill you up, to change your mind, to give you a different perspective. Water can do all of that. If you open to it, if you listen, if you let it, you can speak to your water in the morning and tell it how you want. Hey, listen, this is what I want to feel like today. I want you to nourish my body. I want you to be good for my soul. I want you to touch the parts inside of me that you need to touch. Good day, Arthur the Whistling Man. Good day. So we underrate water sometimes. Some of us do. I'm gonna say me. I underrated water. And so, with that being said, I want you to go out here and take the opportunity to go walk by some water. She said, so the thing is, and Alex even speaking on that, I'm sorry, because me had thought I started reading. They having I think the Bike Fest, Alex, this week. And it possibly is trying to tell you something too, sweetheart. Telling you to go and visit Shell down there in South Carolina, but they definitely having Bike Week. I want you guys to take the opportunity to go out, touch some water, and if you ain't by no water, you can't drive by no water. You know what the tub feel like. You know what the shower feel like. You know how to get some water on you. You know what a water hose feel like. You know what drinking water is. Whatever the case may be, speak life into your water. And as you sit down and you take your sips of cold water, whether it's room temperature, whatever it is, and you thinking about the things that you got going on throughout the day for the rest of the week or the weekend, allow it to give you a different perspective. Allow it to touch the parts of you in the inside that you need touched. Allow it to give you some creativity. And somebody just said, how? How you do that? Listen. Did you not hear the first card said listen? You got to learn how to listen to you, though. Like, you got to listen. Not so much talking. And sometimes just listen. The water talk, the birds talk, the air talk, the grass talk. Listen. Yeah, I heard somebody just say, yeah, the what you mean the air talk? The air talk and whistle, don't it? I'm just saying. Different perspectives. So they said allow it to give you a different perspective. If you're struggling with an issue or a problem, usually if I was in Detroit, what would I do? I'd go to the water. And that's funny because my son called me yesterday and he said, Ma, I just came down here to sit by the water because it's calming. It allows you to think and clear your mind. Nothing even matters when you're sitting in front of that water. And for those that haven't had that experience, I feel so sorry for you because it's absolutely amazing. If you want to forget about everything that's going on and maybe just focus on one thing, go buy some water. Go buy some water. And it'll calm you on down just watching it. And I don't care if it's raining outside, just watching water. And so I want you to know that you are absolutely amazing. You are doing amazing. We try to act like we're supposed to know everything going through this world. We are constantly learning. We don't know everything. Pick up the stuff and what you need, use it along the way, and throw away the stuff that no longer serves you. That's just how it go. Like you walk in, look, hey, I pick up the tools on my hike that I need, and then I throw away stuff that's starting to get too heavy, and I don't need that no more because I ain't been using that in a long time. That's just how life is. So keep going. You guys do absolutely amazing. You will continue to do amazing. Nobody has to see the work you do. And then sometimes you don't want them to see it anyways because guess what? They might try to jinx you. Get out here, get by some water, sit in a tub, play some good music, whatever sings to your soul. But calm yourself and get it together because you are absolutely amazing and you are doing amazing regardless of what happened. You are doing amazing. You doing the best you can with what you have. So pat yourself on the back. Even when we dealing with other people. Because that ain't always, that's challenging sometimes. So with that being said, it's Thursday. Tomorrow is Angel Answers, you guys. So get on here with your questions and everybody know how that works. Get on here with your questions. I'll write your name down. When I get there, we'll get doing that. But guess what? Today is all that matters. So tomorrow, if it comes, then absolutely that's fine. But today, be present. Pay attention. Because today just might be the day. I got you, sweetheart. I love you guys so very much. I will see you right here tomorrow for the card of the day. You are perfectly imperfect for you. Go be blessed because you already are. And I'll see you right here tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye bye.